Hey everyone, it's been about a week since I posted any video content on YouTube, but that's just because I was dealing with the launch of my new book, Nothing But the Truth. So I thought what I'd do is I'd do a bit of a recap video today, talk about the new book, the launch, talk about a very important date that's coming up in terms of the kind of stuff I write about. And then at the end of the video, I'd like to talk about my next book. So stay tuned till the end just to hear about that. So let's talk about my new book, Nothing But the Truth. Um, it's around false allegation crisis crippling men today. And it's a book I've written which gives information as to why false allegations are made, why they're rewarded, the problems in the system that allow these things to be made. And then there are various interviews throughout the book with victims of false allegations, the mother of a son who was falsely accused of sexual assault. And I did also speak to someone in the legal profession and got all of their information from 30 years working in family court, dealing with false allegation, cases against men in the UK. So there's a lot of information in there, a lot of interviews, heartbreaking stories from people. I really recommend getting it. The reviews so far are really good. The feedback I've got from people that are involved with false allegations and run, helplines, etc., very positive. It's obviously not a nice read. It's not the kind of thing you like to sit by the pool and read, but it's a very important read. And the more people that can read this and the more people that can spread the word, the better. Grab your copy on Amazon. It drives it further up the charts. It means more people get access to it because Amazon then promotes it more. And it means more people are going to learn about this thing. And only by people learning about topics like this can we start to drive change, because it becomes a mainstream focus. At the moment, it's an area that's hidden, only available to people who know about it or who have experienced it. But by driving this out there, getting awareness around these kind of topics, that's how we can make change. So grab it on Amazon. I'll put the link in the video description, obviously. Please grab a copy, share it with people, get them to grab copies. Please leave reviews of the book, because again, that drives it out to more people if there's more reviews. Let's really get this kind of topic spoken about. Obviously I've written the previous books around domestic abuse against men. That's another topic that just really needs to be front and center. But you can see the common thread throughout. It's problems that men are facing that just are ignored or quashed or not given the attention that they deserve. So grab that book, grab my other books. Let's get the stuff out there. So that brings me on to my second topic, which is a very important day coming up in the calendar. And for those of you that don't know, is the 9th of September is International Falsely Accused Day. And there are events planned in London and Liverpool. I'll put information here. So come along to one of those events. I'll most likely be at the London event. So if anyone wants to bring a copy of my new book or any of the books that they want signed, or they just want to chat about it, just find me there. You know what I look like, obviously. So just come up and have a chat if you want to. So that's very important. Again, I'll put the details again at the end of this video, but come along to that and show your support. Let's get the stuff noticed. So for the last little recap bit I want to discuss is about what I'm going to focus my next book on. And I put a poll on X recently to ask people, I gave 4 options around what my next book should be about. And this was the results of the poll. So it looks like heavily favored in the favor of misandry being the next topic in total for the book. Now, obviously, that'll cover a lot of topics. So that's what I'm going to focus my next book on. Obviously, this one's only just come out, so it's going to take me time to get going with it. But I'm going to write about misandry, talk about how men get treated in general, cover a bit of things from the domestic abuse against men and false allegations, but also the portrayal of men in mainstream media, the way men are vilified, by either women's organizations or the press, and just the problem men have nowadays in general, being this complete, scapegoat blamed for everything. So that'll be the focus of my next book. I might also reach out to people to try and get a few interviews in the book. I always like having real life examples from people. I think it makes it really meaningful. Then it's not just people listening to what I have to say. It's people listening to people who are affected by these things. So I'll probably get some people involved in that as well. So look out for that on my social media if you've got something you feel that is good to contribute. But yep, let me wrap this up by saying, please, please, please go and grab a copy of the new book, Nothing But the Truth, The False Allegation Crisis Crippling Men Today. It's, in my opinion, a really good book, obviously, but a really important book and a really important topic that we need to drive home. And the more people that get their hands on that, the more awareness gets out there. So please grab a copy. Please message me and let me know what you think of the book. And just stay safe and keep doing what you're doing.